It's the last inning. Our guys are winning. Dave's put down a smoker, a strike, and you got no doubt. What do you want?
Steve.
Let's play ball. Okay. Blue Jays, let's play ball.
We're talking about right-hander Dave Steve. Dave Steve.
Steve.
Plus,
it's the last inning. Our guys.
Dave Steve. Dave Steve. Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go. Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see you. A big round of applause for you guys showing up here on a Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be, you wonderful humans in this world. Welcome all into the stream today. Yes, I'm more of a late morning, early afternoon guy, but hey, I squeeze in the Wednesday show because it is Community Showdown Day today, guys. Streaming Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Good to see Z, Tevins, Dave, Steve, all the way. Absolutely. We're not only putting this one up, but you know that I don't see a comment too often. We got to not just put that up on screen, but we got to pin that. Pin that to the chat. Dave, Steve, use those Dave, Steve emotes like Sundown is using their GT Sundown, the Mile High Mayhem, the Sundown Slots, the Montreal Expos manager. And of course, Delano was the first one in today. D King, you're slow, man. You getting old? What's going on? Old Delano beat you by a matter of milliseconds for the first one here, getting those 100 channel points. And of course, D King is here. Nas Base is here. I think that's all I saw in the chat. IE Dub might. IE Dub. Are you from Eastern Canada or from Australia, IE Dub? Or Ireland? Maybe you're from Ireland enjoying a nice, what do they have over there? Guinness? Is Guinness Scottish or Irish? Having a nice Irish mocha, nice Irish tea, do they even make tea in Ireland? I don't know. Yes, it is Wednesday. Who else is here? Am I missing anyone? Don't think so. Should be getting the raid over from Dr. Dynastic. Dr. Dynastic should be coming over with the crew after the 64, the couple games that he is playing today. Let's Play 2 is here. One of the managers today. Yeah, we've got the showdown coming up a little bit later, and there are 10 packs on the line for each of the managers. 4 managers, 2 of them will walk away with 10 packs each, and what a day to get 10 packs, because you should receive them in time for the drop tomorrow. Ooh, have we been getting a lot of cards lately, or is my name EVC and NYC2? No, my name's not EVC and NYC2, but we've been getting a lot of drops lately. And if you win today, you may get 10 packs and get some of those lovely cards that are coming out. But if you're not one of the managers participating, we'll still have a giveaway, 5 packs on the line for how well you predict our winners today. Again, a couple updates before we get going, before the big crew comes over. The 5L and the 6L, again, Jari Park, Sky Dome, my 2 favorite hometown teams, the Montreal Expos. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. Everyone manifest the Montreal Expos back in Canada. And the Toronto Blue Jays at Sky Dome 1993, the AM and the PM, 5L, 6L. Love those tournaments. Here are your 5L updates before today's scores. We've got a lot of teams. Mill Basin Yankees and Rich Rock are only 2-time winner in the 5L. And of course, we've got Mill Basin Yankees as our overall 5L leader, on track halfway through the month to get the 20 free packs that go with being the 5L overall winner. for the month of April. We will award those on May the 1st or whenever my stream is after April. Whenever my first stream is after April, we will award those. Manchester Worker Bees in second, Midway Defenders, EVCs, Bruthers Brothers, Archers, Pactol Necks, Dakota Slammers, and the rest of the crew there in the top 10. In the 6L, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, I'm giving myself a 6L. Ding, ding, ding. I'm giving myself a 6L.
I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do. Totally cleanse all the heart.
Yes, it is an eclipse. When Laptop Hound is the overall leader on the leaderboard, it is an eclipse because it doesn't happen very often. And we're halfway through the month now. I'm hanging on. I'm 3 points up on the Vikings. I'm 4 points up on Sporer and the Duck Bills. I'm 4 points up on D King, who I beat today. Oh, man, can I hang on? Come on, Lap. Come on. Let's have a total eclipse and let's take this. So here are the 6L winners. Again, this one fires off at 9:20 p.m. Eastern. So what time is it? 3:45, 5:45, 3.5 hours. The new one will be up. If you want a chance to get on the leaderboard, there are 51 different teams that have placed in the top 4. That's amazing. 51 different teams have placed in the top 4. And we've played, 14, 15 days? 15 times 4 is 60. So of the 60 possible teams, 51 different teams. And I'm on there 3 times. Yes, this tournament, old Dillano, this tournament, the winner gets 3 diamond packs. And at some point, there will be choice packs. I don't know if they'll add them for this tournament, but down the line, instead of diamond packs or historical diamond packs, I'm always conflicted. You know what? Let's put up a poll because I'm curious what you guys think. Let me put a new poll up here. What is your favorite type of pack award? And I'll put up a poll. You don't have to put in chat, but is it 3 diamond or is it 2 historical diamond or is it 600 perfect points? No. It's not 600 perfect points. Or is it 30 standard? Those are kind of the 3 main options that we have right now. Let's leave that up for 10 minutes because some new people are coming in. Pack award 1, 2, 3. Is this going to work? View results. Yeah. What's your favorite type of pack tournament of 64 teams? Of course, there's no perfect pack with 64 teams. Would you prefer 3 diamond regulars? Would you prefer 2 historical diamond packs? Or would you prefer 30 standard? Because I might be able to see if I can switch my prize reward when the next tournament refresh comes up. Mind you, by then they might have choice packs. So I think most of us would rather have choice packs because those cards probably going to be pretty good this year. What else? Oh, you know what? I know what I want to do. Guys, this leaderboard is going to change because I DM'd D King earlier and I said, D King, I beat you in round 3. About time. And after he stopped whimpering, he said, oh, congratulations, Lap. I'm glad you can finally beat me for once. Dr. Dynastic rating in, Dr. D with the crew. Crew, if you're just coming in, how you doing? Welcome, humans. welcome to the show. I got a poll up. I'm curious, humans, what kind of reward pack would you prefer in a 64-team daily tournament? Would you prefer 3 diamond regular packs, 2 historical diamond packs, or the 30 standard packs? Those are kind of the 3 big prizes that OOTP gives out for dailies. Got a poll up there. Yeah, you just go way up there or something, click on it and vote what your preferred prize would be. I'm curious because all 3 have their advantages and disadvantages. So good to see you. We got Dr. Dynastic tooting the horn. As long as that's all he's tooting is the horn. We've got FKN Kamish here. He's not a robot, but we don't know if he's a human either. Has anyone ever seen FK Kamish live? Like, have you actually reached out and hugged him? Because most of you would like to do that. I know you would, especially if he's wearing one of his wigs. You would love to reach out and hug him. We don't know if he's a AI or not. Welcome in, Kamish. Big Star Wars fan. I know Kamish is a Star Wars fan from the East Coast. And we had a week there where both he and I were without power a few times, which was not pleasant. What's going on, Kamish? How come both of us had no power in the same week? I'm on the West. You're in the East. Synchronicity, take a drink. 2 affiliate streamers. I'm much younger than him, but we both were without power a couple weeks ago. Dr. Greenleaf is in. We'll talk about packs only a little bit later. But guys, I'm giving myself a round of applause. Because I made it to the final of the 5L today, and no spoilers. I'm in the final, and it's done. It's over with, but I don't know if I finished first or second. I'm in the very last game here. The scores are turned off, and I want to quickly go through because I have not won the 5L yet in the new cycle. And I'm going up against a New York team. So we're just going to sim through the highlights here. We're in the second inning. Just pretend this is Dr. Dynastic's voice. We've got 2 on, 1 out, and up to the plate is Kendrys Morales. Morales, 0 for 0 on the day. He drives that one, and what an outstanding catch by Azekar, chasing that one down, and Laptop Hound, sucks to be him, cannot get a run in that inning. 2 on, 1 out. And the Hound drives that one down the left field line. Here comes the runner in. Wait a minute. I got a diamond card. I got to hover over here for a bit. Let's just hover over the diamond card. There we go. I'm hovering. There we go. Rocky Mountain takes a 1-0 lead. All right. I can't. No one can imitate Dr. Dynastic. He's one of a kind. He's like the ultimate broadcaster for out of the park baseball. Okay, Laptop Hound has 1 run in. Bases are loaded. 3 up, 3 down. No, not in the third inning here. We got a 1-0 lead. Paul Blair at the plate. Center fielder. This is the finals of today's 5L. I have no clue if I won or lost. All I know is this is the last game that was played. So we're looking at the highlights. There you go. NAS Base has the form there. You can hold off and fill out the form. Once I go through the teams, I'll show you who is on each team, the players that played at that time. So if you want to wait, you've already filled it out. Well, too late. You got to go with what you predicted there. All right, here we are in the top of the 5th. Hound up 1-0. Fresh. Come on, third baseman. What's going on? Azekar takes third base. Runners on first and third. 1 out for the GOAT. The GOAT drives that one up the middle, and Lap has given up the tying run. As you'll notice, I've got 2 hits in the game. I'm doing fantastic. Okay, 1-1, top of the 5th, and a key strikeout. Russell Branyan strikes out there, 2 away for New York. The Mighty Ones. Jeff Blauser, really good bronze card. He swings to second, over to first to end the inning. All right, Hound is, where are we now? Bottom of the 6th. Lonnie Chisenhall. 1 on. No one out. 1-1 game, and the Chiser sacrifices over Moreland to second base. All right, Cabrera, bottom of 7, 1-1 game. Final game of today's 5L, where I've made it to the finals for the first time this year. That one gets by the third baseman. Cabrera singles to get things going here in the bottom of the 7th. All right, who trying to ball? And Jeremy 65. Happy 59th, by the way, this year, Jeremy. Cheers to you. And who trying to ball? You want a custom emote, something Detroit Tigers. Who trying to ball? Well, whisper me who trying to ball. Give me something specific, because that's a pretty wide range. We can narrow it down a little bit to what kind of Detroit Tiger. Because I could do everything from Spore to the Tiger logo to a certain player that you want, a certain phrase, a certain year. Send me something on a whisper there, who trying to ball, and I'll get something worked out for Monday. Okay, Hound, 1 on, no one out, 1-1 game. Come on, please fall, please fall, please fall. Come on. And that one's going to be caught by the center fielder. 1 out, 1 on. Can the Hound get his first 5L victory in the 3 diamond packs that go with it? No. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th. When I bat, that makes it even more special. I love when they show me batting, because I can't give up a run. Keith Moreland at the plate, catching for the Hound today. And Moreland takes a walk low. Here we go, Gladiators. Here we go. Come on, Dr. Dynastic. Lead the charge. Here we go, Gladiators. Here we go. Paul Blair. 2 on, 1 out. Nick Vespi on the mound for the New York Mighty Ones. Key at bat here. At least advance the runners, please. And he will strike out looking. Wasted opportunity. However, they have one more chance. Power hitter Earl Averill comes in here to pinch hit for the Hound. Pinch hitter for the pitcher. Bottom of 8. 1 time. Come on, Earl. Let's call you the Duke of Earl if you can drive in a run. Here's the pitch. The Duke. Fielder's choice. All right, we are going to, is it the top or the bottom of the 9th? Where is it going to take us? Oh no, we're going to the top of the 9th. I can't bear to watch. We'll be back after the break in 2 minutes' time. Oh no. right, we are back and the poll results are in, and I expected it to be a lot closer than this. But of the, what do we have, 20 people that entered the poll, I asked, what is your preferred form of prizes for a 64-team daily? And by a vote of 12 to 4 to 4, the 2 historical diamond prize pack is definitely the one that you guys prefer. So of the people that voted, you guys seem to like to get 2 diamond historical packs as your reward. I see them all as, I don't really have a favorite. I don't mind any 3 of these, because if I'm packs only, I like the 30 standard packs. If I'm wanting to get some more live cards and have 3 chances, because remember, historical diamonds now is a 45% chance compared to 30% chance last year. So if this was last year, I definitely would have preferred the historical. But because it's almost 50-50, I kind of still like that, having that 3rd diamond pack. And at some point, they probably will have choice packs where you get 12, 16, 20 cards, and you have to pick one of them as your reward. That usually comes out a little bit later in the cycle. But interesting poll. Thank you guys for voting in that. I see my good friend Don't Cut the D Block Dragon is here from Germany, late there in Germany, crossing the midnight hour, I believe, or at least 1 a.m., somewhere in that range. And if you missed it yesterday, D Block was on with me, and we talked about live spec. And if you're new to the game and you have no clue what that is, go watch the VOD. Some good advice there on how you can build up your perfect points and how you can build up your packs and all that kind of stuff just by speculating, predicting how live cards will do when they're updated every month. So that was yesterday's show on the VOD. Go check out D Block and I as we talk about the newest lower level cards and the live specking. All right. See, I can shout out D Block because I got a special code for him. There you go. Go check out Don't Cut the D Block Dragon. Does that even work? No, that doesn't even work. It just takes you to Twitch D Block. Shout yourself out, D Block, or D King can shout you out. Jeez, professional. All right, here we are in the 5L in the finals. I made my way through GT Sundown. I beat him in 2nd round. I beat D King 395 in the 3rd round. I made it to the finals of the 5L, and I almost got to play D Block in the semis. D Block, what is it with you in game 7s lately? You were 1 win away from playing me in the semis today. That would have been fun. All right, here we go. Top of 9. Last game of the 5L. I don't know if I won or lost. We're going to find out together. Ooh, bad pitch. Andy Van Slyke takes a walk. Jose at the plate. Double play. Over to second? No. Bad decision there. Second baseman. Who's my second baseman? Mears. I'm going to remember that. Ryan Noda strikes out, living up to your name. Did you get a hit today, Ryan? Noda. All right, 2 out. Key at bat, Jacob Stallings. Drives that one to short. Fire, hurry. Gets him at first base, and the Gladiators had a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the 9th. Cabrera at the plate. Mike Montgomery on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's going to fall. Is it going to fall? No. A right fielder grabs that one. 1 away. Yeah, game 7's, as I always say, if I can get by round 1 in the 6-hour 5L, I tend to go a little further. Walk. All right, ball 4. Kendrys Morales. I know this was a card that D Block liked at first. No, I'm not sure if he's still using them. That's going to be a force out. And we're still tied. We have extra innings in this final game of the 5L. Alex Reyes, wild man. delivers a walk, and I'm not feeling very good about this inning here, folks. I am not feeling good. The GOAT strikes out looking. Okay, one away. Runner on first. Russell Branyan at the plate. Double play. Oh. All right. Well, you never know. You just never know. I still get to bat, providing I can get 2 more outs here in the top of the 10th. That one's going to fall in front of left field. 2 on, 1 out, top of the 10th, down by 2 runs. Rocky Colavito at the plate for the Hound. He drives that one to third. First out of the bottom of the 10th. Lonnie Chisenhall with 2 out, and I think that is going to be it. Drives that one. There is still an opportunity. Tying run in the form of Paul Blair comes to the plate. Come on, Paul. Little base hit. Just a little one past third base. That one driven past first base. Okay. We've got runners on first, runners on second. Blair at first, Chisenhall at second, and a pinch hitter, Bob Melvin, coming up. Bob has 77 power. I like it. Right. What's going to happen? It's a 1 strike count. There's going to be a ball in play. Will it be a walk-off, or will it be the third out and a loss for the Hound? Here's the pitch. And the first baseman's going to take that one. I came this close to winning my first 5L. So congratulations go to first-time winner, the New York Mighty Ones, as they will take today's 5L in the 7th game, mind you. I didn't even know how many games it went. So it went back and forth. They won. I won 2 in a row. They tied it up at 2. They took a 3-2 lead. I came back and won 10-4. And in the final game, it was 3-1 in extra innings. So close. There we go. There is your 5L update for today. Our point getters will be the Mighty Ones, who went 7 games in the semis. They will get 4 points. I will get 3 points. I went 7 games too. 2 points will go to the Twin Lake Townies, and 1 point goes to the Morristown Generals. Again, this one fires off at 9:20 a.m. Eastern. If you want to join it, you have to join it within that first hour. And then we have one firing off at 7:20 p.m. Eastern, or 9:20 p.m. Eastern for the late one. Okay, that is done. But hey, I made it to the finals. You can't complain, right? Make it to the finals, you get at least 1 point, or you get at least 3 points. So once again, here is our update, not including today's results. That will give me 3 more points, so I will be kind of tied for 7th range, somewhere around there, with my 3 points today. And in the 6L, I still have a 3-point lead over the Ferndale Vikings. On Friday, you guys like hockey? Are you a New York Ranger fan? Is Fussmucker in the house today? Do we have boiled egg lurking? Washington Capitals squeak in last night. Are you a Detroit Red Wing fan? Well, unfortunately, your team didn't make the playoffs. Detroit on the sidelines. What a controversial game between the Flyers, Warbot's team, and the Capitals, Boiled Eggs team. The Flyers held other teams' fate in their destiny, and they pulled the goalie with like 3 minutes left in the third period because they had to score in regulation to have a chance at the playoffs. What a game that was. What a game. D. King is also a Capitals fan. Oh, no. We have 2 of them in the house. But we are back after a month and a half hiatus. The gang is back together Friday night right here on Twitch, 9:30 Eastern, and it is our playoff edition. We're going to go through all 8 playoff series, give you our predictions, and there's going to be a playoff Google form for you guys to fill out where we're going to award some prizes at the end of the playoffs, depending how well you predict on that form. So some Steam gift cards, those kind of things, going to give out. So you got to be here Friday, though, because that's the only day that form will be available during our show on Friday. So if you know hockey that well, even if you don't know hockey, just guess. That's what we do. We just guess. We don't know hockey. We don't know predictions. We just guess. So 9:30 Eastern, right here on Twitch, the Black Aces podcast, Frank the Tank, Old Man Fred, Finn, and myself to talk about the NHL playoffs. Okay, coming up in just a bit, we have our community showdown where, again, it's you guys facing off against each other to determine the best team in the community. Stake fan, hero driver, the lone gunman, whatever he may be going by this year, his 1929 Philadelphia A's, not A apostrophe A. This is old school, guys. This is 1929. The English language didn't exist back then. It's like Old English. There's 2 A's there. 1929 Philadelphia A's by Stake Fan representing them are going to take on those dreaded Yankees, the comeback kids who were 14 games back in 1978. And then they would go on and take on, I believe, the Dodgers. This is kind of when I first started watching baseball. It was back in the late 70s. And it was usually Dodgers, Yankees. And I chose the Dodgers as my team. I did not like the Yankees. I never have liked the Yankees. I still don't like the Yankees. But we're going to play with those 1978 Yankees as they take on the Philadelphia A's. Series number 2. We got a little bit more modern baseball, at least with one of the teams. Returning to the show are the Orioles, and they are going to be pseudo-managed by Let's Play 2. Synchronicity, because this is the second series, so we are going to play 2 series. Let's Play 2 is going to represent the 1961 Orioles. And over on the other side, the visiting team for games 1 and maybe 3, St. Louis Jason, is going to be representing the 2004 Cardinals. We did have the 2006 Cardinals last week. They were being managed by Jeff Steele Flex. They didn't make it. This week, can we have the Cardinals advance? Well, we will find out a little bit later on. So again, the way that we decide who plays who, 63 of you chose a team to represent. I chose the last team, which is the 1944 St. Louis Browns. We put all the teams on the wheel, and every week we spin off to see which teams play each other. First wheel spin is for the home team. Second team is the team they will play. Third spin is the home team for the second series. And then our last team is the visiting team. So Hero Drivers Athletics up against J. Crow's Yankees. And then Series 2, Let's Play 2 and the Orioles taking on St. Louis Jason and the Cardinals. Winners of each series will get 10 packs each. And before you finish filling off the form, if you haven't already, here is what these teams look like in Series 1. For your 1929 A's, they had 26-year-old Mickey Cochran, 21-year-old Jimmy Fox, Max Bishop was there, Al Simmons, some of the more famous perfect cards. And for the Yankees of the late 70s, these names will be familiar, whether you loved them or hated them. We got Willie Randolph. We've got Greg Nettles. Reggie was on the team back then as a 32-year-old. Cliff Johnson was the DH. Bucky Dent. Again, many of you might have positive or negative memories about Bucky Dent. And of course, Future manager Lou Piniella was playing on the team as a 34-year-old. So those are the teams that are going to play in round number 1 in the best of 3. The 29 A's will be the home team for the first game and for game 3 if necessary. Bucky freaking Dent. Is that a positive little green or is that a negative? Minerva, good to see you. Thank you for the raid over as well. Again, hope you enjoyed. I watched about 60 minutes of it as I was prepping here. Watched you play some Super Mario, doing some retro gaming. Minerva. Shout out Minerva if I have a mod here still. Shout out Minerva 9398 playing some retro gaming on Wednesdays. Wednesday retro. Negative? Yeah, okay. Okay. I like you even more, little green. We both don't like the Yankees. In game series number 2, we have Let's Play 2 and his 61 Orioles. And I have to say, synchronicity, take a drink. On the 61 Orioles was Whitey Herzog, who passed away a couple days ago in his 90s. I mean, if we can all make it to 90s, we're celebrating, right? We're partying if we can make it to our 90s. Whitey Herzog passed away, and he was a member of that 1961 Baltimore Oriole team. And I know Let's Play 2 was in the chat. What is it about that team? What made you choose that team? Are you old enough to remember them? Because if you are, you that would make you probably in your late 60s, early 70s. Or is it just a team that you play perfect team and you recognize a lot of the players? Because we have Jim Gentile, Jerry Adair, Ron Hansen, Brooks Robinson, 24 years old at the time. We got Dick Williams. Most of these players we have seen in perfect team over the last couple years. So what is it? Let's Play 2. What made you choose this team here? And I don't know if St. Louis Jason is in the chat. I tried to ping them on the main board to hopefully get them over here. But he chose the 2004 Cardinals, who we're all familiar with, right? Edgar Renteria, Scott Rowland, Ray Langford, and of course, Albert Pujols as a 24-year-old. We saw him in The Matrix rip it up as a 21-year-old. Here he is in year number 24. So those are the two teams that will be facing off in the second series. Home field goes to Let's Play 2, the Orioles. You chose based on the team only. The 1970 team was the one that made me a baseball fan. You were born in 61. All right. Good luck. So if you haven't filled out the Google form already, all you have to do is type exclamation WED into the chat. I believe I have unlocked it already, but let me just double check here. Let me double check. Yep, 11 entries so far. And 5 packs goes out to whoever predicts the best in this survivor type of contest. You have to get the first question right to advance, then the second question, and so on. Okay, next up, let's go back to, oops, what are we doing here? Let's go. I don't want that. I want that. Next up, a little bit of odds and ends from OOTP. If you haven't caught the latest news, there's been a lot going on. A lot of announcements from OOTP over the last couple of days. So make sure that you're aware of things because it could affect your team. Tomorrow, TWIPT, noon Eastern, be there if you can. We have the next released set coming out. It is the NEL, the Negro League All-Stars coming out tomorrow. Curious if there's going to be a new type of card art. The card art for the NEL sets have been pretty similar over the last few years. And we know Jackie's going to be part of it. We just don't know how. Is it going to be a series of Jackie's cards like last year where we had 6 different Jackies? Is it going to be one card? Is it going to be a mission topper? We don't know. We don't know what form Jackie will come out as tomorrow. If it's a perfect card, you can bet it's going to be really good. If it's a mission card, you know it's going to be really good. Last year, there was one for every level, iron all the way to perfect. We don't know. D-Block yesterday said, I think Spore is going to change it up this year. He doesn't like to repeat things. So D-Block was thinking it's going to be maybe one card. I think they're going to be at least more than one. Who knows? I don't know. It'll be fun to check it out. Also, again, the mid-April live card update is done. Some of your favorite real-life players are now in the game. They introduced a plethora, and I don't know what a plethora is. 30, 40, 50, does it say here? Does anyone know exactly how many new live cards were introduced today? I'm going to guess about 30 to 40. Always sell at a very high level because they're new. So there are people looking for them. I checked on the card shop and the bronzes were going for like 700, 800. Man. So if you get some duplicates of some of those new live cards, you might want to consider selling them now before the price goes down. An abundance, Floyd Lloyd Boyd, a ton, a plethora. Also, everyone got a free live pack. So you'll notice if you haven't been to your perfect team in the last 6 hours, you'll have a new pack there with all the new live cards. You'll get 6 of the new live cards that came out today. Could be a gold in there, could be a diamond in there. We don't know. But everyone gets 6 of the new live cards. So hopefully you'll pull something good. I haven't opened mine yet. We celebrate the addition of over 130. Oh, I did not know there were that many. Oh, wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. Well, let's go and we go check it out. Let's go see what I got in my pack. No perfects. I believe the highest was a 93, I think. I think there were 2 diamonds. I think it was a 93 and a 90. All right, let's see what I got. Let's see if I can find that specific pack. Where is it? What? Oh, there it is. Oh, cool. You can scroll across. Look at that. I did not know that. I'm like, where's my free pack? In previous years, the most packs they could put on the screen was 4. Well, that's obviously changed this year. Well, oh no, on maybe in the card shop, it's still 4. Let's see. Card shop, it was always 4. Yeah, still looks like it's 4. But I did not realize that you could scroll. Okay, so let's go find out what I have in my live update pack. 131 cards. Yeah, it says it right there. Let's go for at least Evan Carter. Gold. Four. Watch out. Watch out. Incoming golf ball coming. Careful out there. Careful. Golf ball heading your way. No kitties today, Stray. No kitties. Got to focus on getting through what I need to because it's a shorter stream today. The kitties will return after TWIP tomorrow. I always shut them off for the Wednesday and the Amigo show on Thursday. So they will return after TWIPed. Well, all right. All right. See, I'm taking the perfect points. Like I'm selling this guy. 550. Yes, please. Boom. For a bronze live, I'll take 550 points. 112 for a 43 iron. Yes. Who else do we got? I'm just selling all of them. 100 or no, this one I'll keep. How's this guy selling for? You know what? I'll put him up for 113. for a 40? Come on, no brainer. We'll put you up for 113. What else do we got? Matt Barnes, we'll put you up for 93. 500 and some for a bronze live? Yeah, this is where you want to take advantage of the market that's out there. No one's selling him yet. See, let's go 113. We'll see. Sell yours early. Take advantage of the perfect points. You're likely to pull a lot of these cards over the next couple days. I know for a fact I'll probably get all of these cards when I open 100 packs tomorrow. And at that time, I'm not going to get 550 points for this guy. It won't happen. Yeah, well, usually I give a lot better deals, but on new cards that come out, I kind of play the market a little bit. Yes, 328 packs. This is on my main team. And my main team right now, where are we? We are in bronze, and we're currently 45 and 25. So I like the position I'm in bronze, really good record, and over 300 packs. Going to open 100 tomorrow. Tomorrow, the giveaway is the pack opening, where I open 100 packs, and you guys predict on the cards that I'm going to get, and there'll be 10 packs given out to the winner. Plus, we do our trivia tomorrow. So stay tuned. Join in after Twipped for some NEL trivia. Okay, and that's not my packs only team. My packs only team, I only have a paltry 93 packs. Tomorrow, join EBC and myself. We'll be on at 9 a.m. Eastern with the NEL Hype Show. So join us on the Amigo Show. We're on for about an hour right before Spore comes on with Twipped. So hope you're able to join us. And other announcement from OOTP. Go had an update last night. So if you downloaded Go, if you purchased Go, apparently it's working much better with the roster builder. If anyone in chat has Go, can you confirm that? I do have Go. I did purchase Go because it's really convenient for me to enter tournaments when I'm not near my desktop. How's it working in terms of the roster builder, in terms of sticking better? The update is out. Yeah, there is an update. Update. It came out last night. OOTP Go should fix a lot of the crashes, should fix the roster builder, selection not sticking. And like I said, I haven't tried it out yet. Also fixes some other things if you play the base game component of it. $9.99. It is $10. Yeah, it is $10, which is about $13.99 Canadian. To me, it's worth it. To me, it's a couple Starbucks coffees, and I save so much time. If I'm on the go, if I'm out of the household, I can just enter tournaments, spam my tournaments. And now that it's working, I hear better, then even more reason. $10 over the course of a year. It's a one-time fee, folks. You don't have to pay monthly like you did with PT Plus. Totally worth it, Who Trying to Ball says. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if it was like $40-$50, it'd be like, nah. But it's been free over the last 3 or 4 years. And you know what? I don't mind supporting the game. $10 for the convenience. Yeah, I don't know, D-King, if you can do giveaways for apps. I haven't seen anywhere codes or anything to get an app. I don't know. Can you get an app code for anything? I know you can get in-game codes for things, but for the actual app, are there codes? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. It's the only way you can enter from work. Yeah, that's probably the best convenience for people, is being able to use it while they're at work. I mean, when you're on break at work, right? Right, Cramp? Right? When you're on break at work. For the beta users, to get it, you had to pay for it and then you got a refund. Okay, so there are no codes. So even if we wanted to give any away, it would be a tough process to do. That's what I thought, because I would have thought that would have come up in conversations and they would have given a few away. Still worth it. $10. EBC has info on app stores. Yeah, that's how I like people thinking. You go to the washroom and you spam your tournaments. You are a multitasker, aren't you? All right, if you missed it, there have been some new cards released other than the live cards. I believe it was yesterday or the day before the Colton Cowser Future Legend Diamond came out. I know it's priced pretty high in the card shop last I checked. Of course, not a lot of them pulled yet. It's not limited edition. It's a packable with the Diamond historical rate. So if you are a Baltimore Oriole fan, if you're a Cowser fan, he's one of my live specs. I'm trying to get as many live cards as I can of him. I think he's a 74 silver, because I think he may go up to a gold at some point. He's had a great start to the season. So he's one card I'm live specking on. I'm willing to pay 300 to 400 perfect points for every Colton Cowser, because if he goes to a gold, he'll be worth 1,000. If he ever does go to a diamond later in the year, he'll be worth 4,000 per card. I added a new channel to my Discord called Live Spec, because as you know, I like to help the new people out. I'm all about helping the community, and I think if we can share our live spec predictions and insight, why not? Why not do that? So on my Discord, I have a live spec channel. I put some of the cards I think are going to go up on May the 6th. You guys can add yours too, because I don't have a lot of time to research every player. But I do think Cole Reagans is going to go up to at least a gold, maybe even a diamond at some point. I have Colton Cowser. I have that new Texas Ranger. I think he got injured, though. Who's that Texas Ranger that came out today? He was a 65 bronze, I think. Jake something. And then Hoskins from the Brewers. I'm live specking on him. He's a 68 bronze for 40 perfect points. The fact that he could go up to silver. Yeah, I'm buying a few Hoskins. And the other one I put on the Discord that I'm live specking is Christian Yelich. I know he hasn't had a great start, but he's a 69 bronze. And again, if you can get a bunch of Christian Yelich cheap, why not? All he needs is one more point to go up to a silver. He's that kind of caliber player that he should be up to a silver. And again, if it doesn't work out, you can always quick sell them. You'll lose a few points, but a couple hundred points at the most. Walker, Texas Ranger. No, who is that Texas Ranger that just came out today? Don't make me look it up. Help me out here. What was his name? I think he's injured in real life now, though. I think he's a pitcher. He's 3-0 for the Rangers. Josh, Jacob, Jingleheimer. What's his name? You guys are no help. Mods, I expect you to know everything. Every single answer to my question. Come on. We went through a thorough interview process. Not really. Also, as we mentioned earlier, Whitey Herzog, who's going to play for Let's Play 2 Baltimore Orioles, in honor of him as a player and a manager, we have a 73 right field limited edition card that came out. Not Jake the Snake, not Jacob Dingleheimer, not Dingleberry. You guys, it's too early to be drunk on a Wednesday. Come on, hump day. That's what we call in Canada. Do you guys use that term in other countries? Do you say it's hump day? And by that, I mean like a camel. You go over the hump, getting closer to the weekend. Or is that a Canadian thing like like Canuck. And now I forget the word I used on Monday. What did Mr. Rogers say when kerfuffle? Yeah, getting into a kerfuffle. Hump Day came from the Florida Panhandle. I don't believe that. I think it came from the Sahara Desert. Why would the Florida Panhandle use Hump Day? There's alligators there, not crocodile, not camels. No, it's not Jake Latz. You guys are trolling me now. Texas, who is the Texas Ranger pitcher that just came out in the live edition? I mentioned him yesterday on the show. Way different meaning in some parts of the US. Up in Canada too. It's cold in Canada. You catch my drift. Also coming out today, a couple more limited edition cards. Both are limited to 50. There are only 50 of these, and they're both gold. So if you play gold tournaments, you may be interested in the Dodger Carl Erskine and in the Oakland Athletic Ken Holtzman. Now, personally, I like Holtzman better. They're both rated 88. But if I was to have one of these guys on my pitching staff, D-Block, are you in agreement with me if you're still here? Or did you go to bed? Calling D-Block. Do you like Holtzman better? I like Holtzman better. Although he is splitty, he's still, I think, good enough for the gold level to do pretty good. But man, against left-handed batters, he rocks. So one's from 1953, one's from 1973, both limited to 50 cards. Yeah, D-King, everything fits EVC's theme team. I swear he's got a connection with the team. Thank you, Dukeston. Bodie Crawford, that's the guy. I'm speculating on him. 65 overall, Bodie Crawford, although his price is pretty high and it's probably going to stay pretty high. So I'm hoping by May the 6th, I can get a few Bodies. Boiled egg, don't do that to me. I almost spit out my coffee. But hey, no Vulcans. No Vulcans are allowed on his theme team. Or none of those green-skinned women that are on Star Trek. Not allowed. So come on, there are limits, boiled egg. Don't make me spit. I came this close to spitting out my coffee, which is, I'm not used to that with you. So I'm just used to WTF. By the way, big shout out to Boiled Egg. D-King, if you could shout out Boiled Egg 1974. He created a couple logos for me. Just modification of my current logo, but some nice touches to it. And hopefully I can get them working soon. Maybe I got it working now. Let's see if it works. How does this work? Do you see anything different in that logo? I don't know. I don't have, I've got it on like, that's the biggest I can make it. Oh yeah, baby. It's Hump Day. And there is the boiled egg, one of the logos that he created for me. I'm trying to persuade him, Stry, to make me a kitty logo. Like, can you make me a kitty logo with the words flashing or something? By the way, if you're a subscriber, check out the emotes. If you're a subscriber, check it out. Come on, boiled egg. Come on. Capitals made the playoffs. You should be in a really good mood. You said yesterday you recently turned 50 and you can still go to the bathroom properly. You should be at the top of the world right now. If I'm ever going to get you to make me a kitty emote like you did this one up in the top corner, today would be the day. I'll give you 5 free uses of the song. Like 5 tickets to use that, to play that song whenever you want. Yes, TX Jenks with the Kava. That's one of the newer ones too. But Kava bought his own emote. Because, you know, it's about Kava. He bought his own emote. He used the Helm Biscuits to get his own emote. So that's why that one's there. Boiled egg. Today's opposite day. Did you ever play that as a kid? Today is opposite day. So I read this as, yes, you bet your life. All right. You guys heard it. We got proof right there. It's opposite day, and Boiled Egg said he's going to make me an animated kitty emote. Please, no blood, no torturing of animals. Animal cruelty is not allowed in any kind of laptop hound emotes. There you go. See, Dukeston's a pro at this. He uses both yes and no. You ask your mom, can I have a cookie? Yes, no, son, you can have a cookie. And you're like, what does that mean? It's opposite day. Darn it, Mom, you got me again. Yeah, if Cody Bradford had a better home. That's the thing with a lot of these new lives that came out. Like even the Yamamoto, the 90 Diamond, I looked at that and went, that's not a card I would play in modern era. The home run suppression is just too low. Now, maybe compared to other live pitchers, it's pretty good. I don't know, but not compared to historical diamonds. I would never play him against a lot of the historical diamonds because the home run suppression is too low, which is too bad. What is opposite hump day? I don't know. Ask Boiled Egg for that one. All right. So again, check us out tomorrow. The Amigo show, pregame show at 9 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern. I got to put on the sombrero that early in the morning. That should not be allowed. Also, if you haven't filled out EVC's Guess the Set contest, EVC has his bunk picks. So you might want to screenshot this if you haven't filled out the form. And boy, someone's ears are burning. Look who's in the chat. EVC. You can put the link to your form if you want people still to have a chance to enter it, if you haven't done that yet. So fill out the Guess the Set. Whoa, going too fast here. It's hump day. I'm a moving and a grooving. Moving and a grooving here. So for the last question, one of the last questions, you have to guess who you think will not get a card this week. Jelly Gardner, Chet Brewer, Carlos Royer, Valentin Dreek, and Bruce Petway. He was afraid to put on Dink Motho, I guess. What's wrong? What's wrong, EVC? Where's the Dink? The Dink's got to be part of the bunk. You can't have bunk without Dink. They go hand in hand. I went with Carlos Royer as my bunk pick. I don't think we're going to see him tomorrow. The gold Drake that came out last year was a really good one. Came out late in the cycle, and the Petway came out early, and that was a really good card too. And hey, who doesn't like some jelly? There you go. There's EVC's form. Let me pin that. Let me pin that puppy for now. All right, time is running out. We're going to get to the showdown soon. If you haven't filled out the showdown form, time is running out. Your chance to win some packs. My locks of the week and EVC, you're here. You can verify this. I'll mention this on the show tomorrow. Here are my locks of the week. I think we're going to get one of these. I picked a pitcher and a hitter. So one of these are going to be in there. My guesses. Nip Winters, who had a 99 diamond card last year. I think we might see the left-handed starter early in the cycle this year again. And my choice for hitter, I'm not guaranteeing it'll be a perfect card. It was last year, but I think we see Heavy Johnson. Lap, of all the cards, why did you pick Nip Heavy? Heavy Nip. Well, we all know Sporer likes cool names. He said his favorite NEL card last year was String Bean Williams, who I did guess and guess the set, EVC. One of my guesses was String Bean. You know, Sporer loves that name. So I think he's going to go with Nip or Heavy as one of the cards here. So Laps lock of the week. Nip or Heavy Johnson? I do. I do boiled egg. I admit it. I love that card. Man, you could use that in so many ways in OOTP 24. You could use it at second base. You could use it at home. You could go all the way home and use it. You could use it in the outfield. You could use it. Well, usually you don't use it at first base, but I don't even think you could use it at first base. You have to make it at least to second base to use that. So yeah, boiled egg. That was the meta card for a long time. Yeah, I would have to be on a different channel if I was advertising that. Attica, come on, Attica. Family here, family channel. Okay. Also, update on my OOTP soulmate. Sorry, EVC, I had to replace you. My OOTP soulmate. I have not seen the Toronto Steebs around. They are not in my league. I'm kind of sad. I have not figured out who the manager of this team is. So I'm feeling kind of bummed on this hump day. Because in the playoffs on Sunday, I won my division and they were in the wild card. But they lost the wild card 2-1. I almost got to play with Toronto Steebs. Almost. That matchup was not meant to be on Sunday. It was not in the stars. But Toronto Steebs, wherever you may be this week, whichever bronze league you may be in, please find me. Please contact a fellow Steeb fan. I need to get to know you better. Who is Dr. Dynamic? I don't know. Who is someone gifting Dr. Dynamic? Is that another soulmate situation? Dr. Dynastic and MLB Dynamic? What's going on? What am I missing? What's the latest gossip? Boiled Egg probably knows everything. He knows he's the community head of gossip committee. HOGC is Boiled Egg, head of gossip committee. He knows everything that's going on. Okay, we're going to do a quick check-in on the PAX only team. And then we're going to go and play series number 1. So if you want part of the contest, here is your 10-minute warning. Boom. And if you haven't filled out Guess the Set, it's pinned. See, EVC, I think of you before me. I pinned your contest rather than pinning my contest. I know you're my second longest subscriber. You're number 2, EVC. By the way, EVC, I finished second in the Bagels and Schmear yesterday. Why didn't you announce that on your stream today? What's up? And EVC, I finished second in my 5L today. Back-to-back second places. I mean, why be a bridesmaid once when you can be a bridesmaid twice? Within 24 hours, I'm the double bridesmaid. Synchronicity, take a drink, second in EVC's tournament, second in my tournament. Boy, yeah, we're celebrating that with oh yeah, it is not Monday, it is Wednesday. There we go. This is what happens when I stream too late during the day. I've had way too much coffee. Okay. I know you can't see my OOTP screen right now because I have to log into the proper one. By the way, great show by EVC today. If you've never watched EVC's Wednesday show, someone shout out EVC because Wednesday is like educational day on former players in Major League Baseball because the slides he puts together, the information that he gathers, like I swear this guy's not married. He must not be married because where he finds the time to research all that stuff and just an amazing Wednesday show that he puts on. Unless he hires EVC's son to do it. I don't know. He could. Okay, let's go into the packs only. Our midweek updates on packs only. Okay, let's go. All right, here we are in the packs only league. I am 35 and 36. So, I'm gonna round it up and say I'm 500. Yes, I am. I am gonna round it up. I am 500 right now. And what do we got going on? My Jose Altuve live diamond is number 3 in the AC batting average. Wow, I did not expect that. And my Jim Needlinger, remember I said yesterday with D-Block, both of us said we like this profile for a pitcher? Oh, baby, look at this. 7-1. I know it's bronze. I know, but 7-1, this is our favorite profile. If we could have every pitcher look like this, we would grab every one. If I could have 5 Jim Needlingers on my team, I would do it. Although I'd like a little more stuff for modern era, just a little more, just 10 more stuff. I like Babe Adams. All right, let's turn off the leaderboard. Does EVC have any leaders? Yes, he does. He's got Rogers Hornsby, currently number 3 in RBIs. Well done. And what's this with TAC dominating the leaderboard? Look at this. Jake Stenzel. He's got Chase Utley. He's got Jake Stenzel. Like TAC is everywhere. Would you please go up to silver? TAC? Come on. Get up to silver. And then EVC has someone with 9 wins. 9 wins. 9. What? EVC. I want a urine test. This card should not be 9-0. Holy smokes. Okay. I can't buy them on the card shop even because I'm not allowed to buy cards. Don Wilson. Okay, where do you have him in your lineup? 3. He's your best pitcher right now. 9-0. Mind you, on the other end of it, this guy's not doing so well. See, if I looked at both profiles, ignore one's alive. If you just look at both profiles and compare them, who would you think is the better pitcher? I would go the guy on the right. Maybe not. Maybe not. The home run suppression. Home run suppression's better for Don. Don't let colors fool you, kids. Sometimes it's not all the best blue and green. It's where you put the blue and green. That's what matters. Okay. Don Wilson, very good, EVC. Wow, that's been a good card for you. So right now I am, remember the promotions and relegations changed again this week. It was 4 and 4. 4 got promoted and 4 got relegated. Now 4 get promoted and 6 get relegated in most of the leagues. I think that's probably going to be the pattern we see from here on out because they want to make Diamond League a little bit more special. So you'll see a lot less Diamond Leagues to get promoted up to Perfect. So if you make the World Series, you're going to go to Perfect League and 6 teams get relegated. So you got a slightly better chance of dropping than going up. Going to be a lot of static leagues this year, I think. A lot of players that stay in the same league because it's a little bit tougher to move up now. So I'm pretty safe in terms of relegation. And you see a lot of packs only team here, led by Archer, Black Knights, EVC, Athens, Winnipeg Whips, kind of leading the way. And in terms of the playoffs right now, it is a non-pack team. Pactolnex, the Black Knights, the Whips, the Terts. So 4 of the 6 divisions are led by packs only. All 3 wild cards are packs only on this side. And on this side, no packs only team are in the wild card. Again, about halfway through the week. So yes, I will be ripping some packs on Monday to try and improve this team. I might open a few tomorrow when the new set comes out. What am I sitting at right now? Sitting at 95. Did you know EVC you could scroll on here now? I did not know that. I was like, where's my free pack? Where's my free live pack? And then I realized you could scroll. Cool. I wonder if we're going to see a SL pack tomorrow. Will we see those for the first time? I bet you we do. I bet you we see the first SL pack. Don't burst my bubble. I did not know it was there from the beginning. There's still things I look in the game and go, oh, that's cool. And then someone says, oh, it's been here since OOTP 22. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay, we're good there. All right, I think it's time. It is time to get to our first series. Let me go back to my slides. Heavy Johnson, Nip winners, my lock of the week. Please don't, guess on EVC set because I don't want to be accused of helping people win. So please don't use these names on guess the set. What else? What else? Oh yeah, the PT Live. Don't forget. Fill out your PT Live because there are not many games tomorrow, and you might have to change around what your current lineup is. I know some of you use your existing lineup over and over and over. Tomorrow's not a day you want to do that. You want to go in and make sure you check. So go to your live schedule. And I've already filled mine out for tomorrow, except for a couple, I think, my pitchers. But yeah, Houston doesn't play. Brewers don't play. Cards don't play. Yankees and Blue Jays don't play. So if you just kind of roll with your usual lineup, you got to go and make some changes. So pitchers, let's put the Detroit Tigers. No. I'm not putting a Tiger in against the Rangers. Are you kidding me? So I'm going to go with Nelson and Criswell. Do I have any relievers that are playing? See, and this is my packs only team, so I can't go and buy cards. So I'm kind of forced to use what I have. Let's use the Cubs versus Miami. And let's use, who else do I want to use? The Cubs versus Miami. Let's hope at least one of those guys gets some game action. Catcher, do I have any catchers available for tomorrow? Connor Wong. This is the amount of research I do. I have no clue if these guys are even playing tomorrow. Abreu. Mickey. And one more utility guy. Who makes it in? Swanson's already in. Flores is in. Ramirez. Submit. Good. So there you go. Again, a huge congratulations to Don't Cut the D Block Dragon. Wow, 669 points yesterday in one game. mainly because of the Suarez, I guess. Con 654 points, DA 186, over 600 points. Fussmucker almost hit 600 with a couple of his teams. Caged Wisdom is there. Fussmucker, 3 of the top 16. Fussmucker, he's the insider to go to about live players, it seems. 3 of the top 16 teams were Fussmucker teams. I was way down here I had 300 points and I still finished tied for 520th with 300 points. You guys are way too good. Not even in the top 300 anywhere. Yeah, I got a long way to go. Mind you, this is my packs only team. I do better on my other team because I have more cards. Ranger Suarez, yeah. Ranger Suarez went off. I think Ranger Suarez, what did he get? Like 222 points on his own? I think so. Again, I had 298 and I finished like in the 500th place. 56 from Dylan Cease, 30 from Kyle Tucker, 58 from Lopez. Yeah, if you didn't have Suarez, you didn't do too well. Okay, we did that. So yes, if you haven't fixed your live update or your live rosters, not a lot of games tomorrow. Okay, packs only. Again, 110 teams in packs only, concentrated in bronze, iron, stone, silver. They're all over the place. We have 4 teams in diamond. Congrats again to our winners last week. If you missed it, Just a Bit Outside is a packs only team that won his Iron League last week. Congratulations. And also B. Phil B won gold as a packs only team with Chase Utley leading the way in the finals. So 2 packs only winners last week, 1 in iron, 1 in gold. And for B. Phil B, that was his 3rd trophy in a row, 3 in a row that he's won as a packs only manager. And if you want to join packs only, if you just bought Go, you get a free account there. You can form a new team with your Go account. Just go over to my Discord, sign up there. All the rules are there. Check it out. Packs only. All right. There you go. So good I had to post it twice. Also in diamond this week, I know Fussmucker posted in the Discord he was in last place at one point, but he did pull a perfect card today or yesterday. Fussmucker, Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon, Cedar Dog, and B. Phil B are the 4 representatives in diamond. And good luck to them. Hopefully one of them can make it to perfect. We're going to get someone to perfect. I know theme teamers have a tough time making it perfect, but every once in a while they squeeze in there. So let's see. Let's see if we can get someone to perfect in the next couple of weeks. Sunday is the first World Series broadcast. So Sunday, you'll be able to get your OOTP official drops. Dishnet will be on with the World Series, the very first Perfect Team World Series this Sunday at probably around 6 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere around then, depending how long it takes the playoffs to get to that point. So check out Dishnet. If you're new to the game, that's what Dishnet does on Sundays, is he broadcasts the World Series of that highest level of Perfect League. I don't see my name on there, EVC. Where is it? Mind you, I think I've only been in 2 tournaments. All right. This day in baseball history, what happened on this day, April 17th, in the past? We'll do 3 or 4 of these, and then we'll get to game action. On April 17th, 1869, 155 years ago? 155 years ago. The Cincinnati Red Stockings defeated the rival Amateurs 24-15 in the very first professional game played. 155 years ago, celebrate the first professional game played. Team captain Harry Wright had put all his players under contract, making the club that will become known as the Reds the first pro team in sports history. The Reds. On this day, 120 years ago, the Brooklyn Superbas play their first Sunday game at home because you typically couldn't play Sunday games. They beat the Boston Beaneaters 9-0. And to circumvent the blue laws, they couldn't charge admission. You could not charge admission for a Sunday game. So to get around that, what they did is they sold scorecards. Yeah, they sold scorecards. So if you wanted to sit in the grandstand and box seat, you had to buy a scorecard because they weren't allowed to sell tickets to the game. So by buying a scorecard, you got into the game. Smart thinking. Some entrepreneur out there was thinking well on how they could charge admission. Wonder how many of those scorecards ended up on the floor by the end of the game. I always enjoyed filling those out. I loved filling out scorecards. On this day in 1947, this is what we're waiting for tomorrow, guys. On this day, 80 whatever years ago, 77 years ago, Jackie Robinson got his first hit with the Dodgers. On this day, 77 years ago. Which Jackie will we see? Will it be a mission Jackie? Will it be a set of Jackies? Will it be an NEL Jackie? We don't know. We don't know what kind of Jackie we're going to see. Is it going to be a Dodgers Jackie or is it going to be an NEL Jackie? I predicted it would be, I think, a non-NEL Jackie, but I might regret that. And one more before we get to the first series. On this day in 1951, 73 years ago, Mickey Mantle, speaking of those Yankees, Mickey Mantle would make his major league debut 73 years ago today on April 17th. Yeah, there's no giveaway active. Yeah, no ticket, Laszlo, not on Wednesdays. All of our packs go to the showdown winners and to the Google form. So you can fill out that Google form that D King posted if you haven't yet. You got to do it quick. We're going to shut it off in a couple minutes. And speaking of Mickey Mantle, 2 years after his major league debut with the Yankees, he hit what was believed to be the longest home run in the history of Washington Griffith Stadium. 2 years after his debut, to the day, Mickey liked April 17th. He probably went out and celebrated after. Believed to be the longest home run hit in that stadium on this day 71 years ago. So a couple Mickey references there for you. Okay, folks, it is that time. We need to get on to series number 1. So I'm going to go create it, and then I'm going to go close off the form. So again, you've got mere moments if you're filling out that form. Fill it out quickly. So the Community Showdown, we go to new game. We go historical exhibition. The home team is the 1919 or 1929. Right? Was it 1929? 1929. Hero Driver chose this to represent him. And it is the Philadelphia Athletics. So Philadelphia began a historic 3-year run in the American League by winning 104 games, 18 games better than the second place Yankees. Athletics faced the pennant-winning Chicago Cubs in the World Series that year and dispatched them in 5 games to win the championship. Chicago led 8-0 in Game 4, but Philadelphia came back with 10 late runs for one of the legendary comeback victories in World Series history. Wow. All right, we're on a break, guys. We'll be back to start the series in 2 minutes.
My business, humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I think that life was cold and lonely when you up and left me, sadness overwhelming. Oh, me, I'm out and about, painting the town red, I'm coming around. There ain't no doubt about it, I'm no longer blue. So glad we are through, just me, myself, and I. Cried, I thought I'd die without you. Those tears are gone, no, I don't even care about you. I'm happy again, life is a blessing if I think of you. Ain't a thing that I've been missing, I'm here on my own, just singing this song. Now that you're gone, I'm happy alone, just me, myself, and I.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday here. A lot of new cards released, a lot of live cards released today, players that weren't in the game yet. So you can check those out. You should have got a free pack from OOTP for your account, and enjoy the live cards that you're getting. Also, a couple limited edition cards, both 88 gold cards, limited to 50 copies. 2 new cards. One was a Dodger, one was an Oakland Athletic. All right, going to put up a Hound Biscuit bet right now. You can bet your Hound Biscuits. Who is going to win series number 1? Will it be the Philadelphia Athletics of 1929 or the 1978 New York Yankees? Athletics will be the home team. And if we go take a look at what their team looked like back then, again, we've got some great hitters. Mickey Cochran, 26 years old. Jimmy Fox is on the team. Max Bishop, Al Simmons. Oh, boy. Who else do we have? George Burns, a 36-year-old George Burns. And we have the 42-year-old Eddie Collins at the twilight of his career. Eddie Collins will be playing. Don't know if he'll see any game action. May not be a starter. In terms of some of the well-known pitchers, Lefty Grove, 29 years old, is on the team. Jack Quinn, Eddie Rommel, Rube Wahlberg, George Earnshaw, some of those names that we see in Out of the Park developments. We're going to see here as part of the 1929. The Depression was moments away. 1929 October 29th is when the Depression kind of began. That's the date they give for the beginning of the Depression. And the 1929 Philadelphia Athletics won the World Series over the Chicago Cubs 4-1. Connie Mack was the manager, 104 wins. And that was one of the all-time great teams. They will be playing the 1978 Yankees. And of course, talk about Hall of Famers, talk about some of the great players. There you see that great Yankee team back then. The mustaches were going wild. I guess facial hair was fine back in 1978 for the Yankees. Who did they have? Well, they had Munson catching, Willie Randolph, Bucky Dent, 314 hitting Lou Piniella. So Lou Piniella led the team in average that year. 34 years old. Who says old guys can't get things done? Reggie Jackson, 32 years old at the time. On the bench, they had players like Mike Heath, Jay Johnson, Damasio Garcia as a 21-year-old. Starting with the Yankees, Paul Blair, who I used in my 5L team today. Rich Gossage on the team, 26 years old. Again, their key pitchers, Ron Guidry was 27, Dick Hidro, Jim Beattie, Catfish. The Catfish was there. But Ron Guidry, what a year Ron Guidry had. 25-3 for the New York Yankees. Does anyone know, he must have won the Cy Young that year, right? Let's check it out. Did he win the Cy Young? Cy Young winner must have been that year. And what a season that was for Ron Guidry. I'm sure the Yankees will have him for game one. They're probably going to go Guidry, Figueroa, and maybe Catfish Hunter. Those would be the three I would go to. Wow. So there you go. 1978 Yankees going up against the 1929 Depression era Philadelphia Athletics. Yankees in 1978 would beat the Dodgers 4-2 in the World Series. They won the AL Championship 3-1 over the Kansas City Royals. They were managed at that time by three different managers. Billy Martin would come in later in the season, I believe. Dick Hauser and Bob Lemon, also credited with managing the team in 1978. That was the year, again, they came back from like 14 games, kind of at the halfway point, and they came back to win it all with that team. So we got a couple good teams facing off here. All right, let's go back. And I want to close off the form. We got 26 responses. That's it, 26 responses. If you want to get in, time is running out. If you're just joining in, we'll give you 2 more minutes. There's 26. That's pretty low for a chance to win 5 packs. Not many questions that you have to answer. 4 questions and a couple tiebreakers. So we'll start the clock. 2 more minutes to get in. Okay, let me go set the game up. Double checking. The away team is the 1978 Yankees. The home team, the 1929 Athletics. 3 games, 1 home, 1 away, 1 home. Default modern era strategies, end of season rosters, and we've turned off injuries. So we'll create the exhibition. Roger Hornsby was in his last major season then. He hit 380 with 156 runs for the Cubs, who would lose to the Athletics in the World Series. And before we sim it out, and before we close the form, here are your Game 1 lineups. Played in Shibe Park, home of those Philadelphia Athletics. For the visiting Yankees, leading off is Willie Randolph. Hitting second will be Greg Nettles. Reggie Jackson will be hitting in the number 3 slot. Playing first base will be Jim Spencer. Munson will be catching. Mickey Rivers will be playing in the center field position. Not familiar with this guy, Gary Thomason will be in left. Bucky Dent manning shortstop, and pitching 25-3 Cy Young winner Ron Guidry. For the hometown Philadelphia 1929 Athletics, leading off center fielder Bing Miller. We have Jimmy Dykes playing third base. Al Simmons in the number 3 slot. Jimmy Fox, power eye. He will be the cleanup hitter. Mickey Cochran behind the plate. Max Bishop will be at second base. Eric McNair at short. Homer Suma will be playing right field, and pitching is 20-6. Lefty Grove. Man, oh man, what a game this would be to see Ron Guidry at his peak going up against peak Lefty Grove. What a matchup. Doubt we're going to see too many runs scored here, but when you've got players like Reggie Jackson and Jimmy Fox, who knows? Okay, we're going to go close off the form. Time is up. So we did get a couple more, 29 entries. And forum is closed. Let's see what the crew is thinking. Who will win? 38% think it's going to be the Yankees and the Orioles going to round 2. Pretty split in terms of how many games, but the slight edge goes to 3 games in the first series and 3 games, so maximum for both series. How many home runs? 5-8 in series 1, 5-8 in series 2. I think it's going to be more. I think we're going to see 9 or more. We got some power hitters in series 1. And then we have our tiebreakers. What will be the total runs in the first series and the total runs in the second series? Let me just create my link to the sheet. Yeah, the ballparks aren't accurately represented. You have to download the mod, I think, to get the accurate ballpark in OOTP, and I haven't done that yet. But yeah, you can download the mods. If you go to OOTP developments and go to the forums, there's a mod section there, and you can download ballparks to get that hometown feel. Game number 1, we always just fast sim it. So we're not going to play it out. We're just going to fast sim it to the end of the game. Here is your results. Will it be Guidry or Grove? And the New York Yankees took it out on Lefty Grove. He gave up 3 earned runs, 7 hits, 6 2/3 inning. Ron Guidry would only give up 2 hits, so he will be relieved by Sparky Lyle will come in, not in a save situation, and not give up any hits. Ron Guidry is your player of the game for game 1. For the New York Yankees, Reggie Jackson will go 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, as would Willie Randolph, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Home runs by Willie Randolph in the first inning off Lefty Grove, and Reggie Jackson in the 7th inning, a 3-run shot off of Lefty Grove. For the Philadelphia A's, managed here by Steak Fan or Hero Driver, they would only get 2 hits, one from the catcher Mickey Cochran and one from Homer Suma. That is it. Two hits, 5 walks by Guidry, and only 2 walks by Lefty Grove. Those Yankees, they take game 1. All right, let's go to game 2. We're off to New York. And in terms of the Hound Biscuit guesses, let's check here. 90% of you chose the Yankees. Yeah, you're looking good so far. All right, game number 2. We've got George Earnshaw for the A's on the road up against Don Gullett. Interesting choice for the New York Yankees. They're not going with Catfish. Who do they have? I guess Catfish wasn't on the team at the end of the season. These are the end of season rosters, and they don't have Catfish there. Jim Beattie, Don Gullett, Andy Messersmith, Sparky Lyle, Ron Davis, the Goose. All right, so in game number 2, we go half inning by half inning. And once we get to the 7th inning, if it's within 2 runs, then we play it out. Top of the first, Athletics get nothing. They get a hit. Bottom of the first, Yankees get nothing. Give me 1 sec. Let me get some sound going here. See if we can get some sound. All right. Let me put that over there. Okay, good. All right, just let me know in chat if you are hearing any sound from the game. Usually I don't have the sound on, but during the showdown, I like to have it on. Top of the second, nothing. 1 more hit for the A's. Bottom of the second, Yankees get a couple hits, but no runs. We go to the top of the third, and it is still no score for either team. Bottom of 3, nothing for the Yankees. We go to top of 4. Got a pitcher's duel here, folks. Bottom of 4, 0-0. 3 hits for the A's, 4 hits for the Yankees. Let's go to top of 5. 1 hit for the A's, but no runs. Yankees coming up here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and they will score 3, and that might do it. Look at the box score here. Bottom of the 5th inning, Bucky Dent would fly out. Don Gullett, the pitcher, will double. Willie Randolph will single him home. Craig Nettles will walk, and that's going to bring up Reggie Jackson with 2 out. There's a wild pitch, moving Nettles to second, Randolph to third, and then Reggie's going to single in both Randolph and Nettles for a 3-0 Yankees lead. We go to the top of the 6th. Nothing for the A's. Bottom of the 6th. 3-0 game. We do not go in game because it's more than 2-run lead. Okay. Top of the 7th. 2 runs. Okay, we got a couple runs here for the A's. Let's see what they did here in the top of the 7th. Hero driver still in it. Max Bishop will strike out. Eric McNair will double, and a 2-run home run from Homer. With that power, 35 power, a 2-run shot here in the top of the 7th. All right, let's see what the Yankees can do in the bottom of the 7th. They will score another run. It is 4-2. Solo shot by Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is having a playoff. That is for sure. All right, now that we're within 2 runs, let's play it out a little bit. Top of the 8th inning. Backs against the wall. Dyke will swing, and what a grab by Rivers in center field for the first out of the 8th. L. Simmons at the plate. Swings up the middle, and boy, Willie Randolph. What defense by the New York Yankees. Back-to-back gems. Jimmy Fox trying to bring them within a run. Fox swings. Great play by the shortstop. Oh, and the ball gets away from the first baseman. That's going to move Fox to second. Bucky Dent throws it over, but Spencer cannot handle it. Mickey Cochran, catcher. At the plate, Ron Davis on the mound. Cochran swings. And easy play for the first baseman. Spencer's going to step on the bag, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Athletics down by 2. Yeah, Lud, the playoffs start on Saturday. We're going to have our hockey show here on Friday, as you saw with the recent post there by Nightbot. Good timing. So playoffs start Saturday. We're going to have our playoff prediction. We're going to do some giveaways on the Friday show. So yeah, if you're a hockey fan, tune in 9:30 Friday night, Eastern time. Right, and that is going to be a strikeout. 2 away, bottom of the 8th inning. Greg Nettles at the plate. Second baseman will throw it over for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of 9. The New York Yankees and J. Crow 68. The manager, J. Crow 68, 3 outs away from going to the round of 32. And if Hero Driver wants to advance, he's going to have to get a couple runs against Goose Gossage. Not easy to do. Gossage delivers to Max Bishop. Bishop to second, over to first for the first out of the 9th. That'll bring in Walter French. Pinch hitting here in the number 7 spot. Walter French. I like Gossage's chance here. Strikes him out. 2 away. Goose Gossage 1 out away from picking up the save and advancing the New York Yankees from 1978 to round number 2. Guy that hit a 2-run shot back in the 7th inning is at the plate. Pitching spot due up next. Homer Suma needs to get at least a hit to keep this going. Drives that one into center field. Here comes Mickey Rivers for the 3rd out of the 9th inning. Jimmy Fox and the Athletics cannot do anything, folks. I thought it would be a lot closer than that. Yankees dominate. Don Gullett is your player of the game. 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. He will pick up the victory. For the New York Yankees, home runs by Reggie Jackson in the 7th inning. Home run for Homer Suma for the A's back in the 7th inning as well. Multiple hit game for Reggie Jackson, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. 2 hits for Willie Randolph, both Randolph and Jackson. And Randolph's hitting 500 and Reggie's hitting 500 as well. For the Athletics, not much. Homer Suma goes 2 for 4 with a 2-run shot. Jimmy Fox went 0 for probably 8 for the tournament. Nothing for Jimmy. And a disappointing playoffs for Mickey Cochran, too. In fact, their best hitter was Homer Suma, hitting 375 in the 2 games. So there you go. We have our first team that has advanced. We got to write some numbers down here. And we'll be back after the break. A little bit more of this day in baseball history, and then we go to Series 2. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back on this Wednesday evening here. It is just past the 7:30 hour on the East Coast, and on the left coast, it is still just getting close to supper time, dinner time, whatever you may call it, wherever you may be living, dinner, supper, lunch, breakfast, whatever time of day it is for you. Welcome in, Laptop Hound here in the Community Showdown. Congratulations go out. Game 1 is in there. Series 1 is in the books, and the Community Showdown first series goes to J. Crow 68 and his 1978 Yankees, who sweep Hero Driver and his 1929 Athletics. So J. Crow 68, congratulations. You get 10 standard packs, and you will go on to the round of 32. Every round you win, it's 10 more packs that go into your account. So congratulations. Second series, the prediction is up, so bet your Hound Biscuits if you want to. We will have the hometown 1961 Baltimore Orioles taking on the visiting 2004 St. Louis Cardinals. Let's play 2 representing the Orioles, and we have St. Louis Jason representing the Cardinals. So a few minutes to fill out your predictions there if you want to bet a few Hound Biscuits. This day in baseball history, let's go through a few other important moments. And GT Sundown updated me on the Jackie Robinson tomorrow. So I was not aware of this. Thank you, GT Sundown, for the whisper. But apparently Spore is going to do something different for the Jackie Robinson cards, missions, whatever it might be. So don't expect it to be the same as last year, where we had 6 different Jackie Robinson cards. Going to be something different. Looking forward to that. Check it out on Twipped on the main channel at noon Eastern. EVC and I will be here with the Amigo Show an hour before Twipped, so hopefully you'll tune in to check that out too. Food goes in belly time. Yes, lunch, supper, food in belly. By the way, Attica Online is starting up his league play as well with the Edmonton Evergreens as part of that, I still believe. So go check out Attica Online. I know he streams Monday nights. That's when I last saw Attica. Let's see if this works. Does that work? There we go. So yeah, go check out some of the best OOTP 25 coverage, league play, open some packs as well, does some Pokemon, and a lot of fun things going on the screen when you watch an Attica Online stream. All right, back to this day in baseball history. On this day in 1955, you might have heard of this guy, Roberto Clemente. We always have Jackie Robinson Day or week. We also last year, for the first time, had Roberto Clemente Day, where we had 6 different Roberto Clemente cards, right? Iron, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and perfect. Did you know on this day, 77 years ago, no, 79 years ago, 69 years ago, I'll get it right. I know math. 69 years ago, Roberto Clemente made his major league debut for the Pittsburgh Pirates on this day. 69 years ago. Fortunately, tragic loss with Roberto Clemente, but man, the impact he did make on baseball during his time was definitely one for the ages. One of the greatest players to ever play the game, Roberto Clemente, debuted on this day back in 1955. On this day back in 1964, all right, I can do the math on this. 60 years ago today, the New York Mets would play their first game at Shea Stadium, and the Mets do what the Mets do. They would lose to that Roberto Clemente. Roberto, was he still playing by now? No, I don't think he was still alive. Was he in 1964? However, Willie Stargell was on the team, and the Willie Stargell would hit the first home run ever at Shea Stadium. And for those of you that don't have mute on, that's one of my answers for tomorrow's trivia quiz. Hey, if you're listening, you get a bonus answer here On tomorrow's post-TWIP trivia contest, I'm going to ask you who hit the very first home run at Shea Stadium. It will be Willie Stargell as the answer. On this day, April 17th, 1969, so that's 55 years ago. Got to get some Expo love in there. See, I'm an Expo fan, but I did not know this. Have you guys ever heard of Bill Stoneman? Bill Stoneman. I don't even know if we've ever had a card in the game. Perfect team for him. Bill Stoneman of the Montreal Expos pitched a 7-0 no-hitter. 7-0. I'm not familiar with that guy. Bill Stoneman no-hits the Philadelphia Phillies. And it's only the 9th game of Expos' existence. In their 9th game as a team, Bill Stoneman throws a no-hitter. Has he got a card, Little Green? I'm not familiar with that. Baffle, there you go. Yeah. Pays to listen. You get those little nuggets that could help you win some packs tomorrow in the trivia. Bill Stoneman. Not familiar with him. And you know what? Because we can, now I'm curious. I am curious. We got to find out about this Bill Stoneman guy. Stoneman. Ooh, love that Expo hat. Got to be one of the best baseball hats and logo in history. So Bill Stoneman in 1969, so he came over from the Chicago Cubs. Now, how did the Expos get him? So he was drafted in the expansion draft as the 19th pick. He would play in Montreal until 1974 when he was purchased by the Angels. And then less than 2 months later, actually 3 months later, he's released by the Angels. If you guys find out what Bill Stoneman card we have. So still around, still with us, 80 years old, just recently celebrated a birthday. And he pitched a no-hitter in that first month of the existence of the Montreal Expo. GT Sundown, if you're still in the chat, as my Expo manager in EMLB, did you know that? Did you know that a guy named Bill Stoneman pitched a no-hitter for the Expos? Yeah, Bill, if you're here, I'll say a little louder. Bill, speak up. Was an all-star back in 1972 where he went 12-14. He had a winning record, 17-16 in 1971. So he had a good career, considerably speaking, since it was an expansion team. Well, I did not know that about Bill. 4.5 WAR in his career. Drafted by the Cubs and then by the Expos in the expansion draft. Only 5'10". Tiny guy. All right, the things you learn when you're doing this day in baseball history. All right, next up. On this day, back in 1976, are you a Phillies fan? Do you live in Philadelphia? I know Naspace, I think, is a Phillies fan, as one of his teams. Mike Schmidt of the Philadelphia Phillies would blast 4 consecutive home runs. 4 home runs, back-to-back home runs for Mike Schmidt back in 1976, as they would win a wild one, 18-16 over those Chicago Cubs. Of course, that was the year of the Cincinnati Reds, one of the great teams in baseball history. I'm sure we'll have someone that picked the Cincinnati Reds on a future episode. But yeah, on this day, that would be 24, 40, 48 years ago, Mike Schmidt, 4 consecutive home runs. And one more before we get to round number 2, Brooks Robinson, who will be playing, I believe, for those 1961 Orioles. Look at this. On this day in 1977, 47 years ago, Brooks Robinson would hit his final home run in the major leagues. Yeah, it's been 47 years. Brooks Robinson, walk-off. What a way to end your career if you're going to end your career or your final home run. He probably finished off the season, I would imagine. Brooks Robinson, final home run of his career back in 1977. The Angels released him and he started working for them. Oh, did not know that. He's in OOTP 23. Thanks, TX. As a 73. Well, that's flattering. And he's got a bronze card. 63 bronze card this year. Well, thank you for that. Okay, let's go find out what these teams are looking like. We got the 1961. Let's see what kind of players played for the Orioles back then. 1961 Orioles. Not a mustache in sight. What? Guys didn't grow mustaches back in 1961? Not one. Look at those clean shaven dudes. Jim Gentile was on the team. Ron Hansen, Brooks Robinson as a 24-year-old. How many home runs did he hit in that 1977 year? He only had the one. So 47 years ago, Brooks Robinson would hit his last home run. He only appeared in 52 plate appearances. Yeah, 52 plate appearances for Brooks as a 40-year-old. Man, shout out to Brooks Robinson. Whitey Herzog, of course, who passed away recently. There's Whitey as a Baltimore Orioles playing for Let's Play 2 today. And how did he do back in 1961? 291 average. So one of the better years of his career. 35 RBIs, 5 home runs. Not really, power hitter. 92 years old. 92 years old. On their pitching staff, who did they have? They had Steve Barber, Chuck Estrada, Jack Fisher, Milt Pappas. In the bullpen, they had Hoyt Wilhelm, 38 years old, Dick Hall, Dick Hyde. They had a couple Dicks on their team. Wes Stock. And they would finish 3rd in the American League. 78, would they have? 96 wins. And they will be taking on a more modern team, the 2004 Cardinals. Of course, you'll be familiar with these guys. There's a little bit of facial hair there. Who is this? Woody Williams, former Blue Jay. Albert Pujols, Edgar Renteria, Tony Womack, Scott Rowland, Ray Langford, Jim Edmonds, Reggie Sanders, and in the pitching department, Matt Morris was there, Woody was there, Jeff Suppan, Chris Carpenter, Jason Isringhausen, Cal Eldred. He had a limited edition card of him last year. Ray King, a very splitty pitcher in OOTP, and Steve Klein. Dan Heron there. Yeah, this one's a toss-up. I know the Yankees were pretty stacked in 1978. I think I would have to go with the Orioles. I think I would. What did you guys predict in the outcome here? 90% are going with the Cardinals. 90% went with the Yankees, and now 90% are going with the Orioles. Okay, it is game time. Let's go and make sure there's some sound here. Okay, back to the main screen. So again, very easy to program an exhibition game between any two teams in history from 1901 to 2023. That's how far back it goes. The away team is going to be the 2004 power year St. Louis Cardinals, managed by St. Louis Jason. 105 wins for the Cardinals that year, and the home team is back in 1961, the beginning of the boom era, and Let's Play 2 has chosen the Baltimore Orioles to represent him. Winner will get 10 standard packs. We're playing 3 games in a 1 home, 1 away, 1 home series with the modern era strategies and the injuries disabled. There you go. So let's go and create that exhibition. Away, Cardinals. Home, Orioles. 1-1-1, 3 games. Yep, looks good. Okay, let me just check here. I think we might be on a break. Yeah, the break's just about to kick in, so let's go to that quickly here, guys. First, we'll be back in 2 minutes and get this final series underway. Cardinals, Orioles, who will win? We'll find out in 2. All right, we are back. We are back for our final series here, and then we're going to do a little bit more of this day in baseball history before we close off the show and award our winner here of the Guess the Winner contest in the Community Showdown. Once again, congratulations to J. Crow 68 and his 1978 Yankees, who defeated Hero Drivers 1929 Philadelphia Athletics. And now we have those 61 Orioles represented by Let's Play 2. They're going to be taking on the St. Louis Jason 2004 Cardinals in the Community Wednesday Showdown. All right, first game again. We just do a fast sim, but of course, let's find out who our starting lineups are, because we got to give some love to these players. For the visiting 2004 St. Louis Cardinals, leading off will be Edgar Renteria, playing in right field. That's not Larry. Is that Larry Walker? Larry Walker, 37-year-old Larry Walker. I forgot he was a St. Louis Cardinal at the end of his career. He hit 280 back in 2004. First year coming out of Colorado there. Larry Walker, good to see you, Canadian buddy, eh? Albert Pujols will be hitting third. Jim Edmonds in center field is your cleanup hitter. Scott Rowland, former Blue Jay, former Cincinnati Red. Yeah, Reds, Blue Jays, and Cardinals, right? John Mabry, I think that is. John Mabry at first base, catching Yadier Molina in the number 8 slot. Marlon Anderson, and pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals, after coming off a 15-5 winning season back in 2004, is Chris Carpenter. Game, you made the right decision for your starter. Good job, AI. For the hometown Baltimore Orioles of 1961, leading off will be Jackie Brandt, who hit 297 that year. Whitey Herzog, hitting 291, will be your left fielder. In the number 3 slot will be Hank Foyles. In the cleanup, none other than Jim Gentile, hit 302 for Baltimore back in 1961. Brooks Robinson will be hitting number 5. Jerry Adair, your second baseman, hitting 6th. Ron Hansen at shortstop. Slick-handed Ron Hansen. And in the number 8 slot will be Jim Busby. And finally, pitching for your Baltimore Orioles with a 7-5 record will be Dick Hall. So I'm going to favor definitely Chris Carpenter in his 2004 form. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Mike Zone 13. Thank you for the recent follow, Mike Zone. Welcome to the Dog Pound. And hope you're enjoying OOTP and the OOTP content. Sim to the end of the game. Will it be St. Louis? Will it be Baltimore? And it is not even close. The hometown Baltimore Orioles and Let's Play 2. Man, what a beating. 5-0. 2-hitter for Dick Hall. Big Dick Hall pulls out a 1-0 or a first victory of the playoffs with a 5-0 victory. Billy Hoft will come in and not get the save, but he'll preserve the victory. Chris Carpenter only goes 1 inning. Chris, oh no. 1 inning, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 home run given up, only threw 17 pitches. Dick Dietz, you have been summoned. Congratulations, your cohort in name, Big Dick Hall, pulls out the first game victory. The joke about Steve Barber was that he was so wild. When his wife had a baby, they were thankful it was a girl, because if it was a boy, you guys can read the rest of that. You're saying he would have walked him. Okay, Dick Hall is your player of the game. For your Baltimore Orioles, 2 hits for Hank Foyles, 2 hits for Jim Gentile. Jim Gentile would get 3 RBIs, 2 RBIs for Mr. Busby, and home runs for Jim Gentile. He got a home run in the first inning off Chris Carpenter. And for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, only 2 hits. So we got to give a little love to the Canadian, eh? Larry Walker gets the only 2 hits in the game for the St. Louis Cardinals. 37-year-old Larry Walker. Come on, Cards. Don't let a 37-year-old Canadian try to take the game for you. Larry Walker, only 2 hits. Well, for those of you that predicted Baltimore in the Helm Biscuit prediction, you're looking pretty good after game 1. All right. Finish today and go to game number 2. Let's play 2 Orioles with a 1-game lead. Can clinch it here. They are visiting, though. They have to go to St. Louis if they want to close out the deal. We go half inning by half inning until the 7th inning. If it's within 2 runs, we play it out. Otherwise, we still go half inning by half inning. For your visiting Baltimore Orioles, speaking of that Steve Barber, Fussmucker, take a drink, synchronicity. Steve Barber, who went 18-12, 3.33 ERA back in 1961, he will take the mound for the Baltimore Orioles. And Dan Herron, 3-3 record back in 2004, will take the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals. Looks like a very similar lineup for Baltimore and identical lineup there for St. Louis. Top of the first, nothing for Baltimore. Barber takes the mound for the Orioles, and the Cardinals will get a run on 1 hit. It will be a solo shot by Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols gets the Cardinals on the board, and since we're in the Cardinal home park, we got to give Albert Pujols a little bit of love. All right, Baltimore, come on. Got to get things going here. Top of the second. Nothing. 2 scoreless, hitless innings for Dan Herron. We go to the bottom of the second. And nothing for St. Louis. Top of 3. Baltimore, no runs, no hits. Steve Barber in the bottom of the third. Enjoy the time with your wife, Steve, because you're not getting a lot of love when you go back to Baltimore. St. Louis will break it open with 5 runs in the bottom of the third. Herron will walk. Renteria will walk. Speaking of a lot of balls, that's a lot of balls from Steve Barber. 2 walks in a row. Larry Walker will single. Speaking of walks, we got walking and we got walkers. And he's 37 years old. Walking walkers. 2 walks. Walker gets a single. Pujols will single home Herron. Edmonds will double home Walker. Roland will single home Pujols and Edmonds. Whew. Thank goodness John Mabry hits into a double play and Molina will ground out to end the inning. Baltimore, you got a tough road ahead of you. Nothing. They do break up the no-hitter, though. Who will break up the no-hitter for Herron? It will be Brooks Robinson doing his part. Bottom of 4, 0. Top of 5, 0. Bottom of 5. If Baltimore cannot get a run here, I'm calling it. It'll be done. Top of the 6th inning. Still a 1-hit game for Dan Herron. Milt Pappas in his second inning of relief here for the Baltimore Orioles. Gets through it. Dan Heron, 3 strikes, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Baltimore gets another hit. And just like they did to St. Louis, where they held them to 2 hits, Baltimore has 2 hits. Jerry Adair. So Robinson and Adair get the 2 hits so far. Bottom of the 7th inning. St. Louis, 6 runs on 6 hits. Neither team has committed an error. We go to the top of the 8th. Another hit for Baltimore. This time you can thank Hank Foyles. Bottom of the 8th inning. Nothing for St. Louis, so they scored 5 in the 3rd, and since the 3rd inning, neither team has been able to get anything going. We go to the top of the 9th. Matt Morris in the game. Let's finish it off with Baltimore here. 1 up, 1 down. Renteria fires that over to first base. Ron Hansen, the shortstop, at the plate for Baltimore, and he goes down looking. Up to their final out, Jim Busby at the plate. Drives that one into right field, and a game-ending catch for the right fielder. Congratulations to the St. Louis 2004 Cardinals. St. Louis Jason still alive after a 6-0 victory. For the St. Louis Cardinals, Dan Heron would go 6 1/3, giving up 1 hit, no earned runs. He is also your player of the game. For the St. Louis batters, 2 for 4 for Pujols with 3 RBIs, 2 for 4 for Scott, or 1 for 4 for Scott Rowland. He gets a couple ribbies, and Dan Heron chips in going 1 for 2. Home runs by Pujols in the first inning off Scott Barber with 2 outs, and for Baltimore, only 3 hits. Foyles, Robinson, and Adair. That's all they could get going. Scott Barber takes the loss. 2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout on 52 pitches. Well, we're going to the deciding game. Game 3, we head back to Baltimore. Woody Williams will take the mound for St. Louis Jason's Cardinals. And for the Baltimore Orioles, it will be Jack Fisher, coming off 10 wins, 13 losses. Woody and Fisher. Jack Williams, Woody Fisher. Again, half inning by half inning. St. Louis gets a hit, no runs. Baltimore, bottom of the 1st. No runs, no hits. Next up, top of the 2nd, St. Louis. Nothing. Jim Gentile up for Baltimore, bottom of the 2nd. No hits, no runs. As we head to the 3rd, Jack Fisher, 1 walk, no strikeouts, delivering to Marlon Anderson, bottom of the order for St. Louis, and they do not get a hit. Bottom of the 3rd. Busby, Fisher, Brandt due up for the Orioles. Let's play 2, waving his pom-poms, shaking those pom-poms on a Wednesday. Will it work? Well, they get a hit. You got to shake them harder there. Let's play 2. 1 hit apiece, no runs as we go to the top of the 4th. Part of the order up, Pujols, Edmonds, and Rowland up for St. Louis. They get a hit, but no runs. Well, number 3, 4, and 5 hitter up. Oh, Taylor Swift is not in the building. She is not alive in 1961. Her mom might be. Mrs. Swift. Foyles, Gentile, and Brooks Robinson looking to get the home team going here in the bottom of the fourth. And they do. Let's play two. Up 2 runs. Woody Williams gives up a double to Foyles, strikes out Gentile, fly out for Brooks Robinson, and a 2-run home run for Jerry Adair. Jerry Adair back in 1961 had 9 home runs. What a time to hit a home run here in the deciding game for the Baltimore Orioles. Although those Cardinals, you can't count out that power. Molina, Anderson, and Woody Williams due up for the Cardinals. Jack Fisher still in the game. Top of the 5th inning. Cardinals can get a hit. Nothing else. We go to bottom of 5. Orioles looking to add to their lead. Busby, Fisher, and Brandt due up. Julian Tavares in the game now for the St. Louis Cardinals. That will end the day for Woody Williams. Baltimore gets nothing. After 5, it is 2-0 Baltimore. Each team with 3 hits. No one's committed an error yet. And we're back to the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters for St. Louis. Walker, Pujols, and Edmonds here in the 6th inning. If it remains a 2-run game, we will jump in next inning. St. Louis will tie it up in the top of the 6th. Larry Walker will walk. Go figure. Pujols will strike out, and then a 2-run shot by Jim Edmonds. Jim Edmonds, back in 2004 with the St. Louis Cardinals, will hit 42 home runs, the most of his career, tying the 42 that he hit back in the year 2000. So Edmonds with the 2-run shot. Mabry will single after a Scott Rowland flyout, and Yadier Molina will fly out as well. And we have a 2-2 game, brand new ball game here as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Julian Tavares still in the game. Foyles, Gentile, and Brooks Robinson due up for the Orioles. Let's play 2 in the house, awaiting to find out if he will go on to the round of 32 and the 10 packs that will go with it. Baltimore respawns. They do not cower away in a corner and give up. Bottom of the 6th inning. Hank Foyles will single. Jim Gentile will fly out. Brooks Robinson will single Foyles to second. He advances to third. And on that, Brooks Robinson will advance to second. So a little bit of a defense error there. Kiko Calero will come into the game. Mike Matheny will take over as the catcher. Jerry Adair, who hit a 2-run shot earlier in the game, he will score Hank Foyles with his single. Robinson will also score. So Jerry Adair having a game. Ron Hansen will ground out. Jim Busby will come in relief, and Russ Schneider will ground out to end the 6th inning. There you have it, folks. 4-2 Baltimore. As we go to the 7th, we're within 2 runs, so we're going to start playing it out. New pitcher in for Baltimore. Jim LaHue will strike out the first batter that he faces. Mike Matheny, who came in the last inning to catch for St. Louis, he will strike out. Jim LaHue, with back-to-back strikeouts now, will face the top of the order in Edgar Renteria. Renteria, soft grounder to first. Gentile will take the out over at first, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Sing it with me. Oh, yes. Get me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Peanuts, get your peanuts here. Red Hots, get your Red Hots here.
Oh, yeah. The capitalism.
Peanuts,
They're
get
selling
your
the peanuts.
peanuts
They're
here.
selling the hot dogs. Ray King in the game now for St. Louis, for St. Louis. Baltimore with a 4-2 lead, bottom of the 7th. Jackie Brandt leading off, looking for some insurance. Call Geico at 433-9212. Whitey Herzog. We get to see him at bat here. Whitey Herzog, second in the order, playing in left field. He will strike out. I just saw your comment. Let's play 2. You're shaking your pom-poms as hard as you can. The older you get, they're harder to shake, but they shake more. All right, Hank Foyles with 1 out and 1 on. Ray King delivers. And Foyles gets robbed by Jim Edmonds. Edmonds hits a home run and now robs Foyles of a base hit. Will that be the turning point for St. Louis? Jim Gentile at the plate. 2 out, 1 on. And Jim gets frozen with that pitch by Ray King. We're going to the top of the 8th. Baltimore up 4-2. We got another Dick in the game. Dick Hyde in relief. What a game it was for the St. Louis or for the Baltimore pitcher. But Dick Hyde looking to come in the 8th, hold the fort. And Larry Walker goes down swinging. Man, what a sinker that one was. Pujols. The good news is, let's play 2. Pujols can't tie the game here. The bad news is, it's Albert Pujols. Dick Hyde with the pitch. Oh! I'm thinking that was an intentional walk. Saving his pitches, though. Only had to throw 3 pitches, and he hits Albert Pujols. Pujols goes to first base. And now let's play 2. The tying run is at the plate in the form of Jim Edmonds, who hit a dinger earlier in the game to tie it up. Can he do it again? Do we have back-to-back 2-run home run shots to tie up the game? Dick with the pitch. Dick hides that sinker, and Jim Edmonds goes down swinging. That's going to bring up Scott Rowland for a game-tying chance. Can he do it? Well, you're going to have to wait because we're on a break. Back in 2 minutes' time to finish off the game. All right, before we get to the game action here, both managers are in the house. St. Louis Jason for the 2004 St. Louis Cardinals is in the house, as well as Let's Play 2 for the Baltimore Orioles from 1961. St. Louis tying run at the plate in the form of Scott Rowland. And Grizz, I just saw your message. Grizz, welcome to Canada. Enjoy your poutine. Make sure you go to Timmy's. Make sure, Grizz, you check out Timmy's. Make sure you try some good Quebec poutine. Learn your French and enjoy the scenery. Quebec's actually a beautiful place. If you're in Quebec City, that is the oldest city in Canada. And it's got a lot of history there in Quebec City, Grizz. So if you're still listening, enjoy your trip to Canada, Bring home a souvenir. And yes, ask for a double-double. You'll be part Canadian. If you go to Timmy's and just say, "Can I have a double-double?" They know exactly what you mean. Grab a Timmy's souvenir too, because they sell some merch in their shops. Take home something from Timmy's. All right, let's get back to it. Top of the 8th inning, 2 outs, 1 on for Scott Rowland here, as St. Louis is looking to tie the game up. And I know Let's Play 2 is in suspense. And since he's an older fellow like myself, we don't want to keep him in suspense too long. Here we go. Dick Hyde. 2 strikeouts in the game so far. Pitching well. Rowland, little squibber to short, and over to first for the out. Ron Hansen will help retire the side, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and we're going to see Brooks Robinson lead things off. And Brooks Robinson will take a seat. 1 away. Next up, for Al Reyes, Jerry Adair. Jerry Adair's had a really good series so far. He's the unsung hero of the tournament. Adair, that one gets by the third baseman, Scott Rowland. That goes into left field, and Jerry Adair continues his hot streak here. He's on second base. 1 away, Baltimore threatening to score again. Jerry Adair now hitting .364 in the series. Ron Hansen coming up, not hitting as well, only hitting 100 so far. Reyes with the pitch. Hansen again. He will beat it out. Edgar Renteria cannot get the out in time, and Baltimore has runners on first and third with 1 away. And their center fielder, Jim Busby. Jim Busby hitting .286 with a couple RBIs in the series so far. And he will walk. Reyes struggling here for the Cardinals. I don't think they can keep him in there much longer. Pinch hitter for the pitcher coming up here, Earl Robinson. See what kind of player Earl Robinson was. Back in 1961, 254 plate appearances, the most in his career. .266 average, 8 home runs. And his peak definitely was back in 1961. Didn't have a long career, though. What can he do here? Bases loaded. That one gets by the first baseman. 1 run comes in. Here comes the second run, the throw to the plate. Oh, actually, no, only 1 run. They hold the runner at third, which is good news for St. Louis. Top of the order back up, Jackie Brent. And that gets away from Yadier Molina. That's going to score another run. Baltimore tightening the ropes here. Runners on second and third. 2 runs in. Jackie Brent still at the plate, and he will strike out. If anyone can come back, it's those 2004 Cardinals. Whitey Herzog with 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and Whitey strikes out once again. There you have it. We go to the top of the 9th. Chuck Estrada coming in for the Baltimore Orioles, not in a save situation. 23 years old. Back in 1961. 15 wins, 9 losses, 3.69 ERA. Unfortunately for St. Louis, they have their 6, 7, and 8 hitter coming up. So the good news is if they can get a couple of those players on base, then they're going to be back at the top of the order. They need to try and get at least to Larry Walker to the plate. And collectively, the next 4 hitters are hitting 111, 0, 0, and 0. Not looking very promising for St. Louis, but they are facing a very young, inexperienced Chuck Estrada. Here comes the first at bat. And that one is going to get St. Louis on the base paths. Estrada gives up a leadoff single. Reggie Sanders is coming in to pinch hit. Good move there by the AI, bringing in Reggie Sanders back in 2004. Reggie Sanders, one of the mainstays of the Cardinals. He had 22 home runs, a .260 average. Again, not really looking for a home run here, looking for any kind of hit to keep the inning going. Estrada with the pitch. Sanders swings at a ball that's low. They get the leadoff runner, and that is it. His fans are still buying up the cotton candy. Next up, Marlon Anderson with 1 out here. Second baseman hitless in the series. Not the guy you want at the plate.
Peanuts, get your peanuts here.
Here's the pitch. That one driven just into the infield. Easy grab there, and the pitching spot will be up. Mike Matheny is going to come in to pinch hit for the St. Louis Cardinals. Probably not your prototypical pinch hitter. 2004, 247 average, 5 home runs, 50 RBIs for Mike Matheny. The Iron Man. He can get on and Renteria can come on. Man, oh man, that'll make it for an exciting game with Walker, Pujols, and Edmonds due up after that. Here comes the pitch. Matheny to third, over to second for the forced out, and congratulations to our second winner. Let's play 2. After losing game number 2, 6-0, and only getting 3 hits, they will come back on home turf and take it by a 6-2 score. Jerry Adair is your player of the game. Fisher takes the win, going 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. Woody Williams, not a strong outing. He won't take the loss, though. Tavares will take the loss. And for your Baltimore Orioles, 2 hits for Hank Foyles, 3 for 4 for Jerry Adair, and 4 RBIs for Adair. For St. Louis, a couple hits for Mabry, a couple hits for Edmonds, including a 2-run shot. Disappointing series for Albert Pujols, who had hit 182. The only really bright spot for St. Louis was Jim Edmonds, who had hit 300. Larry Walker had a decent series. He hit 273. But yeah, the bats were not alive. All right, we got to add up some numbers here in case we get to the tiebreaker. Total home runs in series number 2. Game 1, we had 1. Game 2, we had 1. And game 3, we had 2. So 4 home runs. Total runs scored, 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 8 is 19. 19 runs scored. All right. Sucks to have a loser. Unfortunately, when you play sports, there are winners and losers. And today, for a Steak fan and for St. Louis Jason, my teammate in EMLB, it cannot be completed. Your MVP of the World Series goes to Jerry Adair. Well deserved. All right, so we have the 1978 New York Yankees. They are going to advance to round number 2. Also, the 1961 Orioles will join the 1969 Baltimore Orioles in round 2. Maybe we see an Orioles matchup. We won't know until the wheel decides it for us. So let's go determine who our winner is here. Let's find out who is the best predictor. First question. First series was 2 games. Or actually, who are the winners? The winners were the Yankees and the Orioles. Right there. Naspace, Wolfman, Baraquin, D King, Let's Play 2, Notorious French, Brent, Mondella, GT Sundown, Tinker Tune, and Fussmucker all get that first question correct. This is going to really narrow it down. How many games will it take to finish each series? First series was 2. Second series was 3. And we're down to 3. Brent, Mondella, and Fussmucker are the 3 teams remaining. We go to the next question. How many home runs are hit in the first series? In the first series, there were 4 home runs. Only 2 games played. We have 3 different answers. So that means we're going to have one winner. Congratulations go out to Brent 3232 for taking this week's showdown, predicting the Yankees and Orioles, predicting it would take 2 games and 3 games, and predicting there would be 1 to 4 home runs in that first series. Brent, if you're still around, congratulations. I'll send your name in for those packs. Chat, give it up to the one, the only winner today. Brent 3232. Okay, good. So Brent, you'll get 5 packs. Let's Play 2, 10 packs for winning your series, and J Crow 32 or J Crow 68, 10 packs for winning your series. We'll do it all again next week. On Tuesday, we'll spin the wheel to find out who plays, and next Wednesday they will face off. All right, before we go, before we finish off, a few more this day in baseball history. And because you guys have stuck around, every once in a while I like to do this as a surprise. But shh, quiet. If they're on mute, don't tell them. Don't tell anyone. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. I'm giving 5 more packs away. A late bird draw. Shh, quiet, quiet. All right, on this day in baseball history, to close off the show, 15 years ago, Gary Sheffield will become the 25th member of the 500 Home Run Club on this day, April 17th, 2009. A pinch hit home run off the Brewers' Mitch Stetter in the 7th inning at Citi Field. And it's the first month of that field's operation. It's Sheffield's first home run for the New York Mets after being released in the spring by the Detroit Tigers while he was on 499. Tigers, come on. What kind of loyalty is that? You have Gary Sheffield at 499 and you just toss him out like that. Well, the New York Mets will pick him up and he'll hit his 500th home run as a New York Met. The Mets will win the game 5-4 on Luis Castillo's ninth inning two-out single. On this day in 2010, 14 years ago, Ubaldo Jimenez will pitch a no-hitter, the first no-hitter for the Colorado Rockies. They will defeat the Braves 4-0 at Turner Field, and it will improve them to 3-0 with a 1.29 ERA. What a great start for Jimenez back in 2010. And he's helped out by a spectacular diving catch by Dexter Fowler. Troy Glaus would almost break off the no-hitter, but Dexter Fowler in the seventh inning. Why couldn't you play for the Blue Jays and Dave Stieb? Who? Dave Stieb. Why couldn't you play for him and secure his?
It's the last inning. Our guys are winning. Dave's put down a smoker, a strike, and you got no doubt. What do you want?
Dave Steve.
Let's play ball. Okay. Blue Jays, let's play ball.
We're talking about right-hander Dave Steve. Dave Steve. Dave Steve.
Steve.
So there you go. Dave Stieb got his no-hitter finally, and on this day 14 years ago, Colorado Rockies' first ever no-hitter by Ubaldo Jimenez. Congratulations. Very, very tough to do, get these no-hitters. And thanks to a Dexter Fowler spectacular catch, he will preserve the no-hitter for Jimenez. On this day, back in 2012, to end off our This Day in Baseball history, one of the old timers. Can you still pitch in the majors at the age of 49? That's the age of boiled egg and D block. Imagine them pitching in Coors Field. Well, on this day, 12 years ago, Jamie Moyer would become the oldest pitcher to record a win in Major League history, as Colorado would beat San Diego 5-3. At 49 years and 150 days old, so almost 49 and a half, he would eclipse Jack Quinn, who recorded the last one of his career with the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1932. It's career win number 268 for Moyer, tying him with Hall of Famer Jim Palmer, and he would pitch 7 innings and has helped. Now, if that's not synchronicity, take a drink. I don't know what is. Dexter Fowler, 2 years to the day after a spectacular catch saving the no-hitter, would get a 2-run home run to help Jamie Moyer become the oldest player to record a win. Like, seriously. What's going on in this universe? The exact same player. April 17th, 2 years apart, helping his pitchers. Wow. And both Colorado pitchers too. Amazing. That one even surprises me. So there you go. That is This Day in History. I always love to do a little bit of look back on history and baseball. Tomorrow, yes, the Amigo Show, EBC and I are back in about 14 hours plus, and we're going to hype up the new content. We're going to talk about the NEL cards we think might be coming out, And then after that, Spore will be on presenting the new content. Usually these sets are pretty big, folks. Usually the NEL sets, we get 20 plus cards. I don't know if it's going to be that way this year. We don't know what the Jackie Robinson card mission way to get it will be. We'll find out tomorrow at noon. Get your Twitch drops from OOTP Developments and then come back as I take you on in some trivia. Well, I don't take you on, I don't play, but I challenge you in some trivia. We'll do a bounty again tomorrow, so hopefully you'll have a slot open to do the bounty tournament. And again, I'm going to open up 100 packs and do a giveaway. So lots of giveaways tomorrow. Be there for the early bird giveaway right at the start. And then we'll do the 100 pack opening and the trivia during the stream too. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. We'll do the draw, the late bird draw in just a second here. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Congrats, J Crow. Congrats, Let's Play 2. Shaking those pom-poms worked. Hopefully it doesn't create an injury for you. Ice it down there, Let's Play 2. Ice those pecs down. It is a great day for baseball. Thank you, DKing395, for modding today. EVC was on for a bit. We also had Don't Cut the D Block Dragon, my other couple mods, on for a bit. Thank you, mods, for everything you do. And thank you guys in the community. Shout out to those that followed today. We had Mike Zone 13, Jeremy 65. Thanks, Dr. Dynastic, for the raid over and bringing the crew here. And that's it. Otherwise, a pretty quiet day on the community. D King, if you're still around, thank you yesterday for gifting a sub to Mr. Dynamic, whoever that is. I don't know who Dr. Dynamic is. I don't know. I know there's a Dynamic MLB and I know there's Dr. Dynastic, but I'm sure they thank you for that. I have no clue. I hope they're well deserving of it. I've never seen that person in chat. You may have gifted someone a sub that's never come to my channel. I think you might have made a mistake. If you were manually typing it in, you probably were either thinking Dynamic MLB or Dr. Dynastic. Either way, thank you for helping the channel out. Okay, let's give this quiet. Tell me when we're doing a late bird giveaway. Closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got 24 entries. Good. See, you guys got a 1 in 24 chance. 5 packs will go out to Mew Quinian. Well, Mew Quinian, as always, you got to be here to win. And since I've never seen you win before, Mew Quinian, you got to send me a whisper. You got to send me a whisper. And Grizz, I want a full review of your trip to Quebec City. I want you to let me know. Mew Quinian, there you are. So Mew Quinian, can you click on my name there and click the little whisper DM there and let me know what your perfect team account name is. First time winner. Congratulations. Once I get that, then I'll officially close out the show. I'll send you over to PBE Sim so you can continue getting your drops. Go give them a little bit of love. So we're going to raid over there. Don't touch that dial. And again, guys, you guys are the best. I love you. I love you being part of my community. Go check out my Discord if you're not there. And we will hopefully catch you tomorrow on the Amigo Show. Make sure I got my whisper in here. Waiting for Mew. I'm waiting for Mew. Not Mew and not Mew, but I'm waiting for Mew. And nice to see a cat win. Where are you, Mew? Oh, system's asking you to verify it. Okay. Well, I'll stay up a little bit. I'll go work on the raid while you're working on that. Good night, Dr. Greenleaf. Good night, D King, Mew Quinn, Tiger Cub, Stock Maj, M27 Colhoun, all you guys that were part of chat here today. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. Like seriously, tonight in Quebec City, Grizz, have a good time. Have a good time. The sun can shine every day. We'll see you next episode.
A very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you. I believe what he said to be true. He said we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, and the sun is shining in this rainy city, and the sun is shining. Oh, well, isn't it a pity? And every year has its share of tears, but every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day.